Hi guys, welcome to the Spill and Grill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tashinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay guys, are you ready? Let's get started with today's stories. Today's theme, guys that just don't get it. And you will get it once we read out these stories. All right, let's get started.
Oh, I'm excited.
I remember I was talking to this guy. We were just friends on Facebook, but he asked me for my number because he said that he liked my personality. Okay, fast forward, we start getting cool. Chatting and talking on the phone during all of our free time. I noticed every time I was unavailable, he would get pissy. And when I said I didn't like it, he would buy me something to apologize. Fast forward, one day, I had a rough day at work. I came home, skipped dinner, got in my PJs, and took a nap. This man called me 37 times. I woke up a few hours later and there was a pic of him crying on my phone.
I'm like, where's this going?
He had been divorced 2 years, but he clearly was not healed. His ex-wife cheated on him and he had trust issues. I just could not do it. I've never been a cheater. I don't condone it. I hate being accused of it. It's beneath me. He was a very generous guy though. He took me to my favorite restaurant on our first date and even bought me an LV bag. I did keep the purse though.
Oh.
37 times? That's crazy.
Yeah.
If she can't pick up, she can't pick up.
I don't think I've ever called anyone even more than 3 times.
I know. I'd be terrified. Imagine waking up to that. 37 missed calls and a crying photo.
Who takes a photo of themselves crying? Like, for me, this part is the weirdest part.
That is weird.
If I'm crying, I'm not getting the camera out.
Yeah, I can just picture like the waterworks and stuff,
Yeah.
and we're just like.
I think it's really bizarre.
Bizarre is putting it lightly.
I think so. It's borderline, I don't know.
Psychotic.
I
don't want to say that, but I mean, my man, come on. You can't date if you don't trust.
No, you can't. Like, not at all, actually. Not at all. Dating and relationships and friendships are all built on trust.
True, friendships as well.
Yeah.
How are you going to move on with a friendship if you don't trust them?
No, exactly. So, dude, honestly, you can't be dating right now.
Yeah. It's too bad because maybe he could have been a nice guy and he could have been a good partner, but because he didn't do the work to heal himself, he's never going to be able to find a good partner.
I love how she, like, I kept the bag.
Yeah. Well, a gift is a gift. You are supposed to keep it.
No, you...
No.
No, you are. I had one friend that had bought his girlfriend a bag and then they broke up, and in the car he was like, so am I going to be getting that bag back? Or...
Okay,
I was like, you can't be doing this. And he was like, I spent a lot of money on that bag. But I was like, what are you doing with the bag then?
Yeah, what do you get? So
you can't return it.
You can't return the bag.
No.
You can't give it to another girl. You're going to get, like, imagine a Louis Vuitton bag that your boyfriend gives you, a used Louis Vuitton bag that used to belong to your ex-girlfriend, that he bought for his ex-girlfriend. That would be a horrible gift.
It would be.
You keep the bag, he keeps the baggage.
Yes.
So, all right.
Okay.
Ready for the next baggage story?
Yes.
All right.
This is a submission.
Yes, we got a submission with our email. So thank you so much for the person who emailed this to us. This is an amazing story. Let's go.
I moved to a different city during the lockdown. I decided to give Bumble a try, which was out of character for me considering I'm one of the few, if not only, millennials with zero social media.
I like that, actually.
Me too.
That's quite. That's not a bad thing.
No.
Yeah.
I matched with a guy that seemed handsome, well-spoken, good job, no kids, and lived an average life. We talked on the phone for about a week before meeting. I expressed to him on several occasions that we live a very different lifestyle, and when the pandemic was over, I would be back overseas living my life as a travel photographer. However, I think he was convinced he could change my mind.
Red flag number 1.
Our first date, met at a mall and walked around since nothing else in the city was open during the lockdown. While walking and talking about life, he told me that whenever he gets in a relationship, he expects to be engaged within 6 months.
What is that, red flag number 2?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're on a roll here. I laughed, thinking he was making a joke, but as the conversation continued, I realized he wasn't. He then asked if I wanted to go with him to get something to eat, and I agreed. Unfortunately, the food I ordered contained something he was highly allergic to, and he ended up projectile vomiting in the parking lot. I ran to get him medicine and told him to call me when he got home. I quickly hopped in an Uber, sending him a text apologizing for the crazy night. Well, he called his family and told them of this amazing woman he went on a date with and how I took care of him. Later that week, he asked for a do-over, so I agreed. I went to his house where he started talking about his family and told me about his ex-wife.
Red flag number 3.
They divorced after she brought over a friend of hers for him to meet, which later ended up being the man she actually ran off with. He proceeded to tell me that if we were together, I'd need to lie to his mother about not being religious, and he'd appreciate it if we could go to all the places he went with his ex-wife.
That's red flag 4 and 5.
Big time, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Normally I would make a quick exit, but considering I'd been locked in my apartment due to COVID with little to no human interaction, I decided to entertain his foolishness. I told him I would never lie about my beliefs to please anyone's mother. He literally started begging in a high-pitched voice like a child, and I simply burst out laughing, which he was not happy with. I couldn't... Yeah.
Number 6, all right.
I couldn't believe this 39-year-old man was so desperate to replace his wife. To be honest, I can see why she left him for someone else. I later expressed to him that we weren't a good fit. He was boring, desperate, and we simply had opposite lifestyles with nothing in common. When saying this to him, word for word, he sent me flowers and showed up to my house with a popsicle stick picture frame with a photo of us in it. After multiple attempts to try to keep me around, he finally gave up. Throughout the next 2 years, he would send messages asking where I was and if I could see him, but I would respectfully decline. I eventually said something super offensive that got him to finally leave me alone for good.
Wow. There's a lot.
There is a lot.
There's a lot to unpack.
The red flag is we need to be engaged 6 months.
Oh yeah,
This is intense.
Yeah. You still don't really know that person at 6 months. You still haven't seen all their personalities and their qualities at that time. And it really just sounds like he's not interested in dating. He just wants to be married again.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care with who. And because he was married and divorced, 39, right? So he thinks he's over the hill at this point. So he's like, no, I just need to find somebody and we need to be married. And I just need to be married and I need to stay that way. I think that's what he's trying to do here. He just wants a wife.
100%. Yeah, he does.
We all want that, but we can't rush it.
No.
Right?
We cannot, no. And the fact that he called his family after 1 date.
Yeah.
He called his family and told them, okay, I met this amazing woman and how, okay, this is sweet that she took care of him because of the whole thing that he was allergic to and was projectile vomiting.
Yeah, it's very nice of her to take care of him. Absolutely. I actually commend you for that because not many people would, right? A lot of people would be like, oh my God, ew, he started vomiting on the date, right?
Exactly.
So I like that. It says a lot about her character. So I actually do really like that.
It does. But then when he's saying, she says, I need to lie to his mother about not being religious. And he'd appreciate it if we could go to all the places he went with his ex-wife. Why?
Yeah. He just wants a replacement. He wants to go to all his favorite spots with his new woman.
To bump into the ex-wife.
Or that.
Yeah, I think it's more this.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's to bump into the ex-wife and be like, I'm with Sarah now, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
I think it's more that.
He just wants to like shove it in her face.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And the whole thing, like, obviously his mom is not going to like a woman that's not religious. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So you have to lie to my mom to pretend that you're religious.
No.
And
then we have to be engaged in 6 months. Like, already there's these rules. Like,
yeah.
I love that she was like, I wanted to just entertain his foolishness.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. We were all super bored during COVID, right? During the lockdown. So yeah, why not entertain some foolishness just to get a story.
Exactly.
That ends up being on a podcast.
But she went in at the end. She was like, I later then explained that he was boring, desperate, and we simply had opposite lifestyles. Ouch, that would hurt. But I think some people also need to get the message.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And this guy as well, his ex-wife cheated on him. And he has not done the healing. He clearly just wants to move on. He wants to find a replacement, but he hasn't done the proper steps to be able to do it properly and to do it in a healthy fashion.
Exactly. And the fact that she said those things, like, you're boring, desperate... But then still after, he sends her flowers, shows up to her house,
and
with a photo frame of them two.
A popsicle stick photo frame. Did he make it out of popsicle sticks?
He must have.
The last time I made a popsicle stick photo frame, I think I was 6.
But yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Why that picture frame? Why couldn't you just go to a regular store, pay like maybe $10 or something for a nice picture frame? Why did it have to be made out of popsicle sticks?
That's true, but him trying to pursue her, this lasted for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very long time.
Just doesn't get it.
No, but
he doesn't get it.
Go on the app. Go back on the app and look for someone else, no?
But some guys, just the one, like they're
locked in.
Yeah, some guys, they just set their sights on somebody and they are locked in. Like you said, they just want that one person.
That's scary.
It's absolutely scary. Yeah, I agree. And she goes, I can see why his ex-wife left him, which is it's so sad, but I get it. That happened with my ex as well. Like the ex that I talk about on the X-Files, like there were times where I was like, wow, now I can see why his ex ran away.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I want to know what you said to him.
Me too. Me too. What did you say? Tell us.
I think, but that's what you have. That's like the length that you have to go to, right? At that point. But, like, he won't leave you alone. You're trying to be nice, right? You're like, sorry, I'm not interested. But it's been 2 years now. So now you have to like flip out on him, right? And be like, I think you're a idiot and this is why your ex-wife left you, whatever. You've got to piss him off or insult him to that point that he now is like, oh, this girl is psycho. This girl is a bitch.
True.
Now I don't want to talk to her anymore.
In that sense. But
because being nice didn't work.
Clearly she didn't want to offend him. She was just like, I want you away.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. 2 years is a long time, guys.
There's a guy that I he wasn't an ex-boyfriend, but we dated a little bit. And for years, I would get at least a message once a year. Hey, how are you doing? Or I miss you. Like once a year for maybe about 5 or 6 years in a row.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even one time, I'll try to find this message and I'll post it. I even wrote to him going, hey, listen, we were miserable. We didn't get along, okay? So yes, let's appreciate the good memories, but let's also appreciate the fact that it's over because that's what we weren't meant to be, okay? And it kept going. He didn't reply to me. He didn't reply to that. But then a year later, he was like, I still miss you. Like, why? Why do you miss me? All we did was fight. So I don't understand why you would miss that. And then I think maybe 2 years ago, he was dating a girl because we do have each other on Facebook. And she got pregnant and they're still together. He's got the kid and he has left me alone since then.
Oh, since he had the
since
kid.
then. But before that, he messaged me all the time.
I mean, I love persistence, but not like this.
Persistence should be put to a stop when the woman says, hey, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I understand it hurts. It definitely hurts the heart, the pride, especially if you like someone and they're like, hey, you've got to stop. but you do have to accept it, heal from it, and then move on.
Namaste.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, being rejected sucks, but you do have to accept it. You do have to move on. Yeah, so both for these guys, I mean, these guys were not only rejected, they were cheated on, which absolutely sucks, and it causes trauma. And that's why to continue dating, they have to get the help first.
I agree.
Both these men just need help.
I feel like everyone is now having these experiences where they're meeting people at a certain point in their life, and it's not a good point in their life, and then everyone's eating shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like,
True.
It's like, what the
Very true. Yeah.
So please heal, so we can meet the nice version or the healed version.
Yes, like, exactly. This man, I can bet you, is still single and still looking, because unless he's done the work,
which clearly he has not. So.
No, absolutely not. Oof. Okay, guys, I think that's it. That was guys that they just don't get it. They need to heal, and then they can move forward. But until then, I don't think they're going to have any luck.
No, exactly. As always, if you have any interesting dating stories, we will leave the email on the screen, thespillandgrill@gmail.com. Please remember, big disclaimer, we are not professionals, we are not doctors, we are not therapists, we are not psychotherapists, we are not dating coaches.
We are not professionals in any ways. We do not have PhDs. We're not behavioral analysis experts or anything like that. But we do like to talk. We like to vent. We like to share stories. And we like to share our opinions and our reactions. So that is what we're here for. And although we are not therapists, I think this is fun and therapeutic.
Yes,
so please continue sending us the stories, and we will continue reading them.
Exactly. So if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching The Spill and Grill. And if you are listening on Spotify, thank you very much for listening to The Spill and Grill. I'm Tashinga.
And I'm Sarah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.